Strongbad sat in his computer room in the house of the Brother Strong in front of his fourth official home computer, the Compay. On his desk was a little tree covered in stringed beads, and on his wall was some tinsel. That meant Decemberween was coming to Free Country, USA. This Monday, Strongbad was in the mood for checking his email before the holidays. And on his screen was a rather humorous picture of Coach C from last Decemberween, passed out drunk and dressed as Pinkie Pie from My Little Pony. Guess who took the photo as he double-clicked on the .exe program, which caused the following email to pop up. Dear Strongbad, have you ever imagined what life would be like if you never existed? I don't think anyone would be any happier without you around. Clichéfully yours, Zach Wanzer from somewhere that's not Germany. Hey, quite a good question, Zach and Hot Dog Razor, said Strongbad, making puns about the sender. From the way I see it, Free Country USA would turn into a huge pile of what's-it without me and my style. In fact, I better get going or I will miss the Decemberween party at Marzipan's. Maybe this year she'll let us drink actual eggnog instead of that liquid tofu crap. And with that, Strongbad promptly stood up, making the chair scoot noise as he did so, and left the room. Before long, Strongbad arrived at Marzipan's house. By peeking into the window, he could see the rest of his friends enjoying themselves. If they think the party's good now, he said to himself, then it's about to get 20% more Strongbad. With that, he started knocking on the door. Hey, let me in, you idiots! You forgot the special guest! At last, it was Homestar Runner who opened the door, her for Strongbad. Oh, hello, Strongbad, said Homestar. Can I help you with something? Yes, you can, Thumbwad, said Strongbad. I came for Marzipan's Decemberween party. Now let me in. And just where do you think you're going? A familiar voice called out sternly. The voice belonged to Marzipan, Homestar's hippie broom-shaped girlfriend, and she did not look happy to see Strongbad. Then again, when is she ever happy to see him? Strongbad, I mean. Oh, hey, hippie broom, said Strongbad. I came for the Decemberween party. Oh, you have you? Marzipan said sarcastically. Have you forgotten what happened last time I invited you? The last time Strongbad attended Marzipan's party, he had brought in a cannon that shot meat everywhere, destroying Marzipan's tofu turkey in the process. I don't know what you're talking about, Strongbad lied. Well, to make sure it doesn't happen again, said Marzipan, we are not inviting you to any more Decemberween parties. That is total crap, fumed Strongbad. Yummy, Strongbad, said Homestar. Would you like some melanated eggnog? I would rather eat some of Strongsad's gross ethnic crap, said Strongbad, kicking Homestar in the shin and storming off. Ow! Homestar moaned before her standing up once again. Happy Decemberween, Strongbad! But the Wrestleman didn't hear him. Man, this sucks, grumbled Strongbad as he trundled back to his house. I can't believe I didn't get invited to the party. I wish I was never born! When Strongbad made it back home, he went to his room and began to play some games on his fun machine. Maybe it'll brighten up my spirits a little, he muttered to no one in particular. After playing for a while, Strongbad started to get a little tired. I'm gonna get some shut-eye, he yawned. Hot bikini chicks on planet Strongbadia, here I come. With that, Strongbad went to his basement couch and fell asleep. It wasn't long until... Wake up, you no-mustached nincompoop! Plants and some zombies. I said wake up! Strongbad woke up with a swift punch in the head. Standing over him was what looked like his old-timey counterpart. Hey, what the crap are you doing here? I am assuming the role of your guardian angel, said old-timey Strongbad. You may call me Sir Bad. Now I am going to show you what the world would be like if you were never born. You're crazier than Coach Z driving a truck with Indian style, said our modern-day Wrestleman, getting up off the couch and heading towards his computer room. Don't you dare doubt me, Strongbad, said Sir Bad. But Strongbad ignored him and sat down on his stool. But to his surprise, the Compay was no longer there. Wait, what the crap? Asked Strongbad in surprise. Where'd my Compay go? What Compay? Asked Sir Bad, entering the room. What did you do to me computer? Strongbad demanded. I keep telling you, said Strongbad. This is the world in which you were never born. So, no emails? Asked Strongbad, who was starting to take the old-timey ghost seriously. No emails, replied Sir Bad. This is torture, cried Strongbad. If you think this is bad, said Sir Bad, then follow me. Strongbad reluctantly did so without being told twice. As he walked outside, Strongbad noticed what looked like Coach Z with hair. Wait, he's still got his afro and mustache? Exclaimed Strongbad. I didn't think he'd be any different with all that hair. Well, without you, said Sir Bad, Coach Z has more confidence and decided to regrow his hair. This made him a successful rapper alongside PCP. I thought he was part of the duo with Bums, said Strongbad, not fully understanding. Well, without you to constantly bring them back together, then turn them against each other, said Sir Bad, the duo never returned. That sucks, said Strongbad. And without you, said Sir Bad, Homestar Runner would be much smarter. Well, that's pretty bad. Wait, what? True to Sir Bad's words, out came what looked like a smartly dressed Homestar Runner with a pair of glasses. You've got to be kidding me. Ah, but a splendid night to stroll through the snow and gaze at the stars glistening in the sky, said the intelligent Homestar. What the friggin' crap! Strongbad almost shrieked. He doesn't have trouble with his eyes, he added, mocking Homestar's speech impediment. Oh, but it only gets better from here on out, said Sir Bad. At that moment, Marzipan came out dressed in an evening winter gown with a scarf around her neck. How are you this evening, my lovely wife? Asked intelligent Homestar. They're married? Strongbad was in absolute shock. That's right, said Sir Bad. Without you, Marzipan and Homestar eventually married. It really is quite a joyous evening, said Marzipan. Come, dear, let us be away. The two bats continued on their way. Soon they came to the King of Town's castle. Why the crap are we here? Asked Strongbad. To show what the King of Town and his servants would be like without you, of course, said Sir Bad, starting with the poopsmith. As if on cue, the poopsmith came into view, but he looked much cleaner than usual. Good day to all, he said in a deep voice. He's clean? And he can talk? Exclaimed Strongbad. How did I influence him to have a vow of silence in the first place? You weren't here to suggest that he shovel poop in the first place, exclaimed Sir Bad. That way the stench never caused his vow of silence. They soon entered the throne room, and to Strongbad's surprise, there was no hint of food in sight. Even the throne was a regular one instead of a large refrigerator, and sitting on the throne was what looked like a taller and thinner version of the King in Town. Wait, I thought he ate all those fish sticks from the egg that the cheat hatched from, remarked Strongbad. Since you weren't here, said Strongbad, the cheat was never hatched, so the King of Town never ate the fish sticks that made him so fat. After seeing the new king, the two continued their walk. It soon came to Strongbad that there was a lot more females around. Hey, maybe this world isn't as bad as I thought it'd be, he said. There's hot babes around. Yes, and you weren't there to drive them off, said Sir Bad. Hey, what the crap's that supposed to mean? Snapped Strongbad. As you were always doing stupid things to attract the ladies, Sir Bad explained, then they got tired of trying at Free Country USA. But without you, they didn't have to deal with it. Oh, that's not true, argued Strongbad. They can't resist my awesomeness. Then explain why no girl has ever gone out with you. They, just needed to get themselves ready for a hot date? Don't make me laugh, said Sir Bad. Hey, where's that floating weirdo? Asked Strongbad. Oh, Homestar? Because there was no females. He was never created with that typing accident, explained Sir Bad. Well, was anything one in his place then? Nope, said Sir Bad. No random weirdos, not even is there no Homestar. There's no Trogdor, no Stinko Man, no sweet cupping cakes, and no Teen Gaspon. All those ideas and characters gone. Because I was never even born, Strongbad interrupted. Is there anyone out there who's even affected negatively in the slightest without me? As they continued to walk, Strongbad noticed more changes without him. The stick had become a mighty tree, Strongbad started speaking proper English, Pom-Pom looked more like a muscular guy instead of a large ball, and Bums was more successful with his business. Strongbad could not believe how much positive things happened without him. There just had to be at least one negative thing. Then a thought came to him. Where's Strongsad? Ah, yes, said Sir Bad. I saved what I felt would be the worst for last. For you, at least. As they opened the door to Strong Sad's room, it was flooded with a bright pink. What? And in the middle of the pink room, with a disturbingly happy smile, was Strong Sad. Strong Bad just stared in horror, his eye twitching. Isn't the world so wonderful today? Asked creepy, happy Strong Sad. Not if you're me, it isn't, Strong Bad screamed, still unable to grasp what he was seeing. Suddenly, before he realized it, Strong Bad found himself back on the couch in his basement. Oh, what the crap was that all about? He shuddered. He raced upstairs to his computer room. To his relief, the content was still there. So was the icon of speedmail.exe. Oh, thank goodness for that, he sighed. It was all just a bad dream. At that moment, Strong Sad came in, his usual frown still on his face. Strong Bad, have you seen my ethnic cookbook? He asked. Ghost of December Wayne dumb! Strong Bad cried in delight. You're a miserable dork! Strong Bad was so happy that his depressed brother was depressed again that he threw his arms around him with a hug. Strong Sad was taken by surprise. Was this Strong Bad? Then, without any warning, Strong Bad started hitting Strong Sad with the ethnic cookbook. That's for even thinking that I was being weak, said Strong Bad in triumph. So wait, he insults me, hugs me, and then hits me with my ethnic cookbook? Strong Sad said to himself. What's going on? But Strong Bad had already raced off. There's still time to prove my awesomeness for the December Wayne party, he cried. Meanwhile, at the December Ween party, Marzipan and her Bad Cool tapes had just finished playing some December Ween songs. Yay! Cheered Homestar when the last song was finished. Thank you, said Marzipan into the microphone. Now let's get to the kitchen for our healthy December Ween feast. No meat or anything to do with meat. Boo! Shouted some of the guests. Every year she tries to force that hippie crap down our throats, said Bubs. Powerful sucks, roared Strong Mad. We want meat! We want meat! We want meat! Chanted the guests. Then, as if on cue, Strong Bad used the cool car to drive through the wall. You called? Away! It's Santa! Cried Homestar. Strong Bad? Marzipan snapped angrily. What are you doing here? Since you didn't invite me to your wussy party, I decided to come in by force! Explained Strong Bad. Then he started throwing meat at the guests and Marzipan. It's a December Ween miracle! The king of town cried in delight as he started eating what much he could catch. Yeah, you said it, fatty, smirked Strong Bad. With that, the party continued on all the way into the night. Next morning, Strong Bad was sending a reply to the email that he had started the whole misadventure. And that's how I not only saved December Ween, Zach, he tied, but also found out what a cruel place the world would be without me. Of course, we all know he was making this up, don't we? As the sound of jingle bells filled the room, Strong Bad turned to the camera and began singing. I always feel so awesome on December Ween, even though I usually get really sucky gifts. Man, but no matter what they say, Strong Bad is here to stay. Like a melody cake, I'm what makes December Ween so great. Because I've got some December Ween style. Yes, I do. Very true, December Ween style. Perhaps everybody has December Ween style, but they never use it right. Otherwise, their parties will rock and they'd have a happy December Ween. And that was the story of how Strong Bad learned to appreciate life. How he stopped the abominable snowman from attacking the world and got to score with so many hot babes in December Ween bikinis. There might have been a moral to this story, but I can't remember it. Oh yeah! Appreciate life and don't make December Ween boring with tofu and other hippie junk. Happy December Ween, everybody! Or whatever happy holiday you celebrate this month. I don't know. The end. But not a Strong Bad causing havoc.